Alright. Chat, I'm gonna be, well, no chat, I'll have to be right back. I got a mustache here that I gotta get rid of. Poking me right in my nose. Can't do anything about it. I'll have to be right back. It had to go. Had to get rid of that mustache here. Which is a big deal because I don't have that many of them. You know? Choosing to let a mustache, to pull out my own mustache here is kind of a big deal because I don't have that many. Oh. Well, well, well. It would seem that we may have reached the end of our interest in Returnal. But I mean, it'd be super cool to see this thing through to the end. So here's hoping that we're able to do that. But there was still an object in the cargo hold that we never knew, an unknown object in the cargo hold we never found out. Yesterday morning we beat the third boss, and then we lived like 63 years or whatever extra after we escaped. Really, we escaped and lived a long time after the dark will drink you, it said. So after we defeated the third boss, we went home to Earth and lived the rest of our lives out, and then whenever Celine, our character, died from old age, she appeared back here on the planet as if time had passed. That's pretty wild. So let's see what we can do here. I don't know where we're headed or what happens next. I don't know if there's three more biomes. I would find that very hard to believe that there would be 3 more biomes. Well, that's wonderful. The Boost to Stream challenge is back. Good for us. Good for us. Unknown artifact. Adrenaline enhancer. Take 1 additional hit before adrenaline levels drop. I like that. I like that.
The world rearranging.
And just like that, we're back to shooting, everybody. Just like that, the shooting continues. You're dead. I gotta get up there and use my sword on you, eh? Oh man. Starting out with like a knot pistol would have been really cool. Ether, Tusslelad, what's up, buddy? How do you do? Ooh, you do not get this game. What do you not get? I appreciate you contributing to the Boost to Stream challenge. As I always say when it pops up, I really don't know how it benefits us. I've never seen a whole lot of anything happen because of it. But c'est la vie, you know? C'est la vie. Dash has been disabled. Obviously, I'm gonna have to get some sort of item that lets me go through water. And there should be another item that lets me go through those yellow barriers that exist, but who knows where those are. I'm glad you're doing very well. Admittedly, this game is it's odd for sure. It's definitely different. There's some goofy, squirrely stuff going on. in this game. It'd be odd. I quite frankly am ready to at least see the end, see some credits, you know. We played it for 13, 14 hours, and I think the reason I'm ready for some credits now is because it teased me. The game teased me and acted like it was over, and then it wasn't. So now my brain is like, I'm looking for the end. Oh, we already scanned this. But I didn't pick it up. That was silly. Projectile portal data cube. And that's a puddle. Alright. Let's move along. Electropylon driver. That's going to be a no thanks from me. I don't really know how that weapon works, and so I don't really want to use it. Get dead, son. Get dead, son. You too, son. What'd you just drop? Malicious. Increase repair efficiency by 20%. Yep. 20% more health when I heal. Don't mind if I do. Alright, I gotta remember that all I have to do is hold down the button. And all will be well. I don't actually have to fire the pistol, pull the trigger each time. 20% more health equals 20% more fun. Mr. Soul Creek knows the formula. I'm glad somebody knows the formula. The formula. How are you doing today, Mr. Soul Creek? As you travel through the Creek of Souls, souling your way along. I am good. I am happy to hear this. Now, what are the odds I can phase through this? Something tells me that I'm not going to be able to phase through that at all. Maybe if I... Okay, alright. So that worked a little bit. Adrenaline reset two-way radio. You got yourself a good breakfast from the bakery. You're excited about it? I would be too. I love a bakery. I love me some baked goods. Okay, so we're in a bad spot because that took away like all of our health. So this run is likely doomed. Parasite. What kind of breakfast we talking about here? That didn't heal me at all. Why not? Either. I'll take it. Dude, I can't even afford the damage fabricator. What? I'm a poor boy. I'm just a poor boy with a poor family, tearing his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go. Will you let me go, Miss Miller? No, we will not let you go. Let me go. We will not let you go. Oh Lord, she's singing to herself.
All our times have come. Here, but now they're gone. Why won't the music end? I silenced it, but now it's stuck inside me. I don't deserve this. Seasons don't fear the Reaper.
Seasons don't fear the Reaper. The wind, the sun, and the rain don't fear the Reaper.
I'm starting to understand what destroyed her mind.
Yes, my shrine. Oh, F you. Oh, F you again. Got a bread roll with schnitzel and curry sauce and a power bagel. Cottage cheese, herbs, and arugula. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Part of this complete breakfast, son. Oh, that does sound good. Alright, chat. Whew. Whew. More ether. Let's hope this isn't something to kill. The bagel is pretzel bread? Man. I'm telling you, like I said, I love some baked goods. Oh, bother. I mean, this is obviously going to end poorly. This is how you end a run right here, chat. Oh, yep, see? Told you. It's not even translated. The name is in English. Power Bagel. Enjoy the Power Bagel. Let's buy another thing. Chat, I don't know what to do. I really don't. Using a consumable increases protection. Oh god. Ah. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to be better at the game. I want to be. I want to be better. I want to succeed. I want to find out what the heck is going on. I want to see the credits of this game, but I don't know how. I don't know how. I want to. I want to know how. Get good. This has always been my struggle. The struggle to get good. There are times in our lives where we remember that maybe we were good all along. And maybe we'll never be good. Maybe it is not ours to be good. Someone else's. Maybe we will always be trash. And someone else will be cracked. As it were. I don't, why? Please stop giving me the electro pylon driver, please. I do not want. Why are there so many guns in this game that I do not want? I need to play more Dark Souls to absorb the essence. I've still never played or finished 2. Or actually, never played the original. Which is also something I need to do, for sure. Didn't they remastered the first one, didn't they? 2 I've heard is the least good in the series. Or 2 I've heard, so the review I usually hear about 2 is it's still a really good game, it's just not as good as the others. But that may not be everybody's opinion. They say seasons don't really pass. Onto the wind, the sun and the rain, don't fear the reaper. Give me that ether. The studio just made it without the people who invented the formula of 1, so all the creative heads did not work on that game. Mistakes. You gotta let the creative heads do their thing. If you don't have the creative people, your game will not be as good. Alright. Oh! Golly goodness, guys. They don't want to give me no brakes. All gas, no brakes. Oh man. The creative leads worked on Bloodborne at the time, which turned out to be a brilliant game. Yes, Bloodborne did turn out to be very good, so that's good. I guess maybe if one of those had to be good, maybe it's good that Bloodborne was good and Dark Souls 2 was not, because that, you know, if the non-Souls version or the non-Souls game flopped, we probably wouldn't have had Bloodborne or Sekiro, which also was good. Then of course they made Dark Souls 3, which I think did well, and I think people enjoyed. So now the question is, do I want to go try this scary room? Heck, why not? Yes, we live in the good Dark Souls timeline. Thank goodness. We gotta get these turrets out of here. Alright. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. Oh boy. Yeah, girl. Oh boy. Know what I mean? Because I don't. I don't know what I mean. Come on, rocket launcher, you help me defeat the final boss. Help me here. Help me here and now. Help me here and now. I need you. I need you. I need your help. He's falling in the mud. All right, you loser. Get out of here. Oh, come on to carbine. Yes. Oh man, that feels good. The breakfast was hella good. I'm so glad to hear it, baby. So glad to hear it. Good breakfast is good for the soul. I've been trying to do a decent job about not eating too much breakfast, but sometimes I just gotta have several pieces of toast in the morning. You know? Sometimes the only thing there is to do is to eat a bunch of toast. Yes, my children. Yes. I shall take a rest. Oh my gosh, what? Is that me? Is it just like Resident Evil? Am I the thing? Sorry, I guess I'll avoid Resident Evil spoilers in here. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the reload, finally. What a world. We did finish Resident Evil yesterday. So that was wild. That was wild. My review, as posted on the Twitter, posted in the Twitterverse, is that I very much enjoyed the game. Mr. Soul Creek, I'm gonna be really sad if that's true. I really don't want that to be true. That would make me ultimate sad. It was just a dream scenarios a lot of times devalue a narrative, in my opinion. It was all a dream. None of that would actually happen. Nothing was really at stake. And in the end, you through the power of sheer will, you awoke yourself from your coma. Like, ugh. They do. No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying I don't want you to be right. Oh boy. Get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. I definitely don't know, but I hope that's not what happens. Because in the end, what are the good stories that end that way? I'm struggling to think of, or like what are the great stories that end with it was all a dream. I'm not saying there aren't any, I'm genuinely asking if anybody can remember any. I've never heard of Whispered World. I have never heard of Whispered World. This won't be a villain. I think it's going to be an enemy. Ether. Hey, check that out. I'm out. Get right out of there. I'm struggling. Well, I'm struggling to play the game and think of a movie or a story. But you obviously say that Whispered World 1 and 2 did that. I just can't think of a good story that ends with and it was all a dream.
I don't remember much about my childhood. What remains of the house isn't anything worth recalling. Mother was always herself. I wasn't that bad, was I?
Dang, I can already tell you need therapy, girl. Story is too good to spoil. Watch the playthrough or play it. It's an old school style point and click adventure. Looks childish at first, but the themes get very heavy. Sequel continues the themes, so with the background knowledge from the first one, it starts out heavy with lighthearted characters. Okay. Maybe I'll have to check it out. Boss fight. Welcome to the boss hole. Know what I'm saying? You're in the boss hole now. Alright, so that is 150. I can either get the large Silphium vial, which I think is what I'm going to get. Yeah. Or I can augment my suit. Alright, so now I don't have enough. But maybe... could I exchange my abaloys? What's this? Ooh, and just a free item? At low integrity. Auto repair! Auto repair! Auto repair! What's up, Wiz and Liz? Thank you for the alert, man. Thank you for the alert. I appreciate it. Doing our best to get through this game and try to figure out what the heck is going on. Rami59 TV, welcome to the stream. Wonderboy, welcome to the stream, my friends. How y'all doing? Romy59 or Rami59. Hopefully I say your name correctly. I'm keeping this one. Mr. Gunny, welcome, welcome, you guys. All kind of folks filing into the chat box right now. Welcome to the stream. We're about to go, I believe, try to fight a boss here in what I guess we'll call is the fourth biome, or the first biome. The Xeno recycling materials. I don't want to mess with it, honestly. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I think we need to go see what the boss has to offer, you guys. I think we need to. Hopefully we'll survive. I do have one large Silphium vial, so I should be able to heal. Returnal is good, but hardcore. Oh, it requires echoing keys, which I have none of. I remember this now. Got it. Got it. It is. It is. It's hard. It has been hardcore. It's been very difficult at points. So I feel like I can't go in here. Sauce that boss. Unfortunately, it would seem I cannot sauce the boss. Unfortunately. It looks like the boss will have to go without the sauce for just a moment. But essentially we have dang it. Alright, now I gotta test it. Not worth it, obviously. Not worth it at all. Sorry, we beat the first, like, what it felt like. It felt like we finished the run. But after we finished it, our main character lived her whole life. She escaped the planet. She lived her whole life, became married, and lived to be very, very old. And then she died, and then she returned to the planet once again. So really have no idea what's going on at this point. I don't know if there's like we were only halfway through the game, or halfway through, yeah, I guess finishing it, or whether there was more, or like we're almost at the end. This I do not know, but you know we're gonna spend the ether to come back to life after we die. But yeah, new folks, if you're here, welcome to the stream. My name be Tank, or Keith, if you want to call me by my parent given name. I play Vidya games, most frequently single player adventure games, but I get into a little bit of everything. Chat, you'll be happy to know that last night, after I ate my dinner, I didn't really have anything else to do. I was chatting with War in the Discord, and I decided to turn on a couple of Apex matches. Got 2 wins in a row. I agree with you, Wonder Boy. Yeah, it's been a while since, narratively speaking, I've been completely... Whoa, that's me. Just kneeling right here. That's messed up. It's been a while since I've been completely, you know, caught off guard by something like that. So very cool. But I got 2 Apex wins in a row, chat. I know you don't believe it, but I swear I did. 1 in public matches and 1 in ranked. Nope, not picking that gun up. I hate that gun. You guys know that. We discussed it yesterday. Alright, boo boo, what you got? Alright. What's up, big guy? Oh man. I messed up. Woohoo! He did. Snakes. That's not surprising for anyone who isn't familiar. Keith has a 79% win rate in Apex. No, that is incorrect. No, get your hopes way down. Way down, Wonder Boy, you lie. You are lying on my behalf. Again, I'm keeping my machine gun, baby. Sorry. Gotta keep my machine gun. Ether? Dude, the ether is glorious out here. The ether is full of glory. Heck, I'll spend the money. Translocation sphere? Nah, bro, nah. Don't get your hopes up, like I said, though. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, I hit a tree. Oh, man. Oh, man, I can't believe it. Oh, man, I can't believe it again. Where am I gonna find echoing keys? Oh, I guess I could have just walked down the bloody steps, eh? To find the thing that which I need. Will there be gunk down in the water? Put your toes down in the water with a smile across your face. Tell me that you love me, lovely lady me. Ooh, I almost didn't make it. Whoa, look at that chonker, dog. Lord Samsonite, what do you give this game out of 10? Gosh, right now. Right now it's definitely in the 8s for me, to be honest with you. I don't always rate my games out of 10, but it's definitely in the 8s. A failed run out of 10. I like the game a lot.
The severed are still here.
It plays well, it's beautiful.
But despite their broken bodies and
It might even be in the 9s.
ascended. The severed achieve clarity and madness by climbing the throne of exaltation. My father once sat atop it, every organ pipe chanting in a way I never could.
So a completed run out of 10? I don't know, man. I really don't know. The game, like I said, it's beautiful. It plays very well. The controls are tight. The concept is clear. And ooh, okay. The story is interesting. It's a roguelike, but it has an interesting story, which is very hard to do in my opinion. I can't spend any more ether on these things. I can't do it. Really the only knock I can give the game so far is my opinion. Yeah, it would. Yeah, big, like a big, bright, big 4K screen or whatever would be awesome to play it on. I am unfortunately not able to play on such a thing, but is that an echo key? Heck yeah, baby. The only complaint I have about it is the whole save thing. And we've talked about it at length, so I won't talk about it too much anymore, but the way they decided to not allow you to suspend a run when turning off the game, I don't think it adds value to the game. Alright, so we got one echo key. That feels good. Where else can we go? Here, I guess. Like that right there. That animation right there is worth a couple points on the scale. Look at all those particles. PS5 right there just says, hold my bear. I'm gonna show you something pretty like. Hold my beer, let me show you something pretty like. Oh, hello. Interference sphere disables all turrets. I think that might be me. Oh, converts obolites into integrity. Absolutely not. Never mind. I went past it. What do you mean? What'd I go past? Wiz? Wow, let me land right on top of that. The door you were going for? No, I had to go backwards. So there's a boss door and then there was a kind of like a left and right area. I could go, I already did the one on the one side. I had to go back and go to the other side. Yeah, baby. You should go into a video game store and try to get the cashier to show you the game with the best looking particles. Dropped obolites appear 1 second faster. Greatly increases max integrity, suffer damage from long falls. Alright, we got parasites all over us, baby. That would be very funny, going to a GameStop. I want the game with the best particles. Well, what, sir, what about gameplay? What about story? What about graphics? Particles. I want to consume all the particles, Chadwick. Now show me the game, or I'll blow this GameStop sky high, just like I did with the last one. And you may not be so lucky. You may not be so lucky, Chadwick. The last time the fuse on my dynamite was so long that the GameStop employee could escape. I won't make that mistake again.
Even years later,
Chadwick.
I still dreamt of them. A tree riddled with eyes.
A tree riddled with eyes.
A bed being swallowed by tentacles.
Ugh. Grody, chant, Grody!
A slaughter of bipedal vertebrates.
A slaughter of bipedal vertebrates. What a nerd. Why would you call him that, nerd? Can't get all the way out there. Let's get going. Find us some more echo keys. Oh boy. You guys know I hate these boys. That actually worked out pretty good. Everyone innately loves particle effects in games. Ooh, look at the dust particles. And IRL, we're like, ooh, dust particles. It's true. It's true. Maybe subconsciously, we're just happy that the video game character now has to experience the horrors of dust particles like we do. No longer is the video game character safe. Oh, mistakes were made. Big mistakes were made. Didn't realize that you had the light bulbs on. Oh boy. I think maybe it's just like with particles, the thought is like, look at this thing we can do with a computer. Like, we can make it look so real crap. I want out. Screw that. Screw that. No thanks. I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting you in that broom closet, you loser. I don't like heavy particles like that. I have slight night blindness, so heavy sparkling contrast like that make me lose orientation in the game. Uh-oh. Well, fortunately, that's just a teleportation thing, so. They do always impress, you right. Oh! Crap. Yeah, you're dead. You're dead. Oh, hardened payload rounds, leech rounds. I don't know, leech rounds seem like they would give me health, so I might keep leech rounds. The attack effects in this one as well is just a little too much for me to be playing the game, but I have you to watch it. Okay, well, good. Good. I don't want to be making anybody uncomfortable out there with the game. But yeah, yeah. Honestly, there really are. There's a lot of stuff going on anytime you do anything in this game. So, anytime. Echo key for me, an echo key. Give me your echo key. Give me your echo key. Boss gonna get reco keyed. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Again, I have no idea what it must feel like to be turned into a million little blue baubles, but here we go, chat. Let's get it. Boss fight. Do your worst. Do your worst. I swear I have a gun right now that heals me when I shoot people, and there is nothing that can make me happier than that. At least in game. There's some outside game things that can make me happier than that. Yas. Yas, queen, yas. Either super painful or a slight tingle.
It draws me.
Nothing in
As
between.
the White Shadow Tower did. So long ago. Why has my transfer been delayed? I have ways to deal with that. Delusions? No, they're helping me stay balanced. I've made a lot of progress. What is everyone expecting to find? If they shine a light at me, they'll see the shadow they expect every time. I remember that day.
I see.
I wish I'd stayed.
Into a lake of madness. It would have been better if corpse in a wheelchair only pain. Dude, I am almost... Mr. Soul Creek, I am almost with you, man. This may be a fever coma thing. Data cube processor. I am highly concerned that this might be some kind of coma thing. This endless song bleeding out, ascend, Hyperion awaiting upon the spire, heard his music again. Are you telling me I've got to go? What? Dude, what? How much of this game is there? Yeah, it requires a fractured key, so obviously I've got to beat the boss. Oh goodness, chat. Oh goodness. Let's begin the climb. Enough game for $70, that is true. At the beginning, I was expecting there to be not enough game for $70, but now, heck might be too much. I'm just concerned because they teased me with that ending before, and I thought that the game was over, and now I'm scrambling to try to get my brain back on track, like the game's not over. Pistol, I want your pistol. This music, dude, this music.
The song is so loud. I have to silence it.
Dude, this looks cool. Also, either this is her sick brain's interpretation of organs, you know, like her creation of this, or on an alien planet they also have organs. So man, we might be in a fever dream. It's David Jones, afraid to get wet. Oh boy.
The song. Why are you playing it?
Why are you playing my song? Our song is to slam screen doors, staying out late, nipping on your window when you're all alone and you talk real slow or low, 'cause it's late and your mama don't know. Our song is the way you laugh. First date, man, I should have kissed her and I should have. And when I got home, for I said amen, asking God if he could play it again. You guys didn't know this boss fight was going to be a Taylor Swift boss fight, did you? You guys go ahead and unfollow if you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I done. Oh man. For some reason that one always gets me when it comes around. Yeah, I just like the music, gal. I wish this thing would turn around and speak. Oh shoot. Rain. Heavy bullets from above. Bullets from above. Gonna continue shooting you in your back. Hey, Will Tank, what's up? Dude, how? Is there somewhere else I need to shoot? There we go. Look up G-Max Blastoise, I think you'll like him. I am proud. Are you winning, son? Oh boy. Here, we'll quick pause. This almost looks eldritch. It does. It does. I just like the music, gal. Okay. It's all Lovecraft, baby. Is it all Lovecraft? Always has been. So canonically, the battle music we've heard throughout the game has been in-game. Chat, I love an auditory indication that my move is recharged, you know? I do like that a lot. Don't let me forget. I wonder what a ground surge will do. Probably nothing. Yep, nothing. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. One more time. 369. Gonna shoot the boss baby one more time. Oh, my gravy? Oh, my gravy Lanta? Oh, okay. Oh, shoot! Okay, alright, interesting. Oh, shoot! Go! No! This game! Luckily, my gun heals me, dude. As long as I get hits, I'm getting healies. You can't stop me. Your pain is my nourishment. I feast upon your suffering. I think Keith and I will agree that it's one of the best times for some Animal Crossing. Hold on. Sorry, I missed the chat, obviously. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Chat, the smartest decision I ever made was to not give up the gun that heals me. Sometimes you don't have to upgrade, you know? Silence the song.
Finally.
Whew.
Silence. It was too much.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
Too much.
Fractured key. Alright, we're not done. We got more biomes to do. Yes, I do. I would have to say that I think that is a great time for some Animal Crossing. I would have to agree. Oh, fractured key. The fractured butthole. That was wild, chat. That was quite a boss fight. Have we learned that there is low gravity on this planet? I don't know. But I do think they explain why she's able to run so fast is that either the suit helps her or there's something about gravity that helps her run fast. Chat, we might be pretty well set up right now. We've got a resurrection in the last planet. Fractured wastes.
No, it is. The same coordinates as the desert. I recognize the mountaintop, but where are the rune structures and... Helios? When are we? Beginning descent of the...
Hey, Mick!
I don't know which attempt this
Thank you
is.
for the points.
It's becoming reassuring. Despite knowing the promises ahead, I'm having difficulty relinquishing the technology. There are certain sacrifices I do look forward to re-experiencing. But I feel as though something at the bottom is rejecting me.
You've been quiet lately, but always lurking. Well, I appreciate that. And thanks, Merc. Thank you as well. I was going to mention that I hadn't seen your name in a while. Again, I never say that to anyone as if, oh, you should have been here. Or anything like that. I just... Whenever I see somebody pop back in, I'm like, oh, it's been a minute since I've spoken with that wonderful person.
This is where the hive mind retrofitted their autonomous machines, altering each one with a new purpose. Kill the severed brethren. I still remember that phrase. And I feel myself altering too. Then it becomes irresistible. If I can reach the depths, I can destroy what destroys me. I'm stronger than the severed and the cycle.
Unfortunately, we are going to eventually have to give up the gun that heals us. Which is not what I want to do, obviously. Okay, so we need... Don't tell me there's 3. Yep, there's 3. Okay. We got to get 3 echo keys, guys. Let's get on it. I tend to lurk lately as I start an editing job. Ooh. Editing job. I'm a fan. What are you editing? Oh, nope, you're if you intend to lurk, I want you to enjoy your lurk. Don't let me draw you out of the lurk. Hey, why are you not getting shot to death? Golly. What's up, big hoss? Oh my. Oh my gosh! What are these things? Oh, and they shoot missiles. Great. Let's get out of here. Alright. Oh man. We're in a bad spot. Dude! This place sucks! This place sucks! Why are those things so beefy, bro? Why can't I dash, bro? The impact sounds in this game are also phantasmic. Ay, ay, ay! Puppy, cease this. Ay-ya! Yes, my children. Yes, my children. You love editing streams for YouTube content for Waka? Nice! My man must be making it. Very cool. I would love to be able to edit streams for YouTube as well. I just gotta... Even as I stop working full time, there still won't be enough enough time to do that. That's awesome. Very cool. Alright, so I still don't have like my water ability or anything. I will be working on it. Right now I try to do it. I've been doing a bad job of it, but I try to put streams on there after they've been over for a little while. Put a little thumbnail. I do have a couple of YouTube series that should be coming, that are coming back. After I had to take a break for a little bit to go back to work. Yeah. Like if every stream had like a highlight reel, which again, if I had the time, I could do. That'd be awesome. All in good time, all in good time. Oh, bother. No! Anything but that. Anything but that, please. I gotta at least go down there and get the value whenever they fall down there. Alright, time to work. Sounds good, Mick. Thanks for being here. Enjoy the work. Edit as if your very life depended upon it. Which of course it does not. Unless it does. Shallow Tankaroony. What's up, buddy? Tankaroony, that's me. Ether. Give me the ether. Also, I'm covered in parasites right now. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Nothing. Sorry I didn't stick around after my raid last time. That's okay. It ain't no ting, brother. It ain't no ting. We are just playing Returnal and trying our best not to get our booties killed. Ooh, nice. Ooh, is that a log over there?
What is compelling me to seek the center of the world?
Yep.
Could it be the severed? That doesn't make sense. And yet the murals are indicating that they came up out of the deep.
Just some friendly parasites.
The only answers I decipher from the xenoglyphs are that their destruction was inevitable.
Did I see that thing that Joe Biden recently said? I did not.
What were they trying to unearth?
Unless it's the the new TikTok trend where everybody says a thing about it goes the economy, benefits everyone, hurts no one.
The Severed flooding in.
Hello? He probably also said hello.
Severed working together to reach.
Wait.
More symbolic than literal.
Am I the severed? Is that the whole point? It's the poor kids thing? No. I don't have much care for politics unless it's something funny.
Retrofitting automatons. Severed wrapping themselves. Both failing ascension.
Failing ascension. That's not something you want to do, my friends. You don't want to fail ascension. That seems like an important test to pass. I'm just wondering what it's about. Okay, gotcha. So it's a funny thing. That's all I'm trying to ask, is that if it's just about politics, I don't care, but if it's something funny. What we got here? Low integrity gain plus 15% weapon damage. Gaining or fixing malfunctions repairs integrity. Let's save our money for now. If it's a video, go in videos. If it's a video, put it in videos. Ouch. I don't know if I find the poor guy falling downstairs very funny. Oh, you got it. Ether! Give me the ether! Oh man, bad news. Alright. Let's move along. I got echo keys to find, chat, and I don't know where they are. I don't know where they are. So we've talked about the save situation in this game. And I had gotten to a point where it didn't really bother me, but if I get to a point where I feel really well set up in this run, and then I can't finish it because I've got to go to work, I will be pretty sad about that one. I don't know why I'm climbing up here. What's going on, Shallow? How you doing? What's new in your life? Whoop! Ninjitsu, welcome to the stream, Ninjitsu. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. If you put PS5 into rest mode, you won't lose progress. That is true, but if I want to play a different game in between times, I'm unable to do that. And part of the way I do things here is I end up doing that a lot. I tend to play a different game in the morning versus in the afternoon for the channel, and unfortunately that doesn't work. Wiz and Liz has contributed to the Boost This Stream challenge. Uh-oh, who's going to shoot at me now? Who are you? Some kind of abominable snowman? Oh, watch out! Have I finished the game yet? No, I have not. I'm working on it. Oh God, look at all these people. I'm working on it hard. Don't harm me. What just happened? Oh, I just fell down. Okay, great. Ooh. Gimme. Gimme. And I'm out. How do I like it so far? I really like it. I think it's a lot of fun. A lot of people ask me how I feel about it, and my answer is kind of similar each time, is that it's a beautiful game, it's extremely fun to play. The story has been quite interesting so far, and you know, it gives you little pieces of the story, not too much, not too little. We're trying to figure out what's going on, and we're trying to figure out how to not come back to life here over and over again. Some of us are getting concerned, myself included, that we might just be in like a coma dream or something. Oh, laser. Oh, laser. Like it may be oh, it was all a dream thing. I don't really want that to be the case, but if it is, it is. But we'll see. At first I was like, ah, no way, but now I'm kind of like, there's some evidence. There's some evidence. Like, why was that alien playing an organ earlier? Why would an, oh boy. Oh boy. We got some work to do here then. Oh, okay. What's up, big hoss? You're saying I'm right about the organ thing, like making you think, it made me think a little bit, you know? Why would that alien be playing an organ? Are organs a universal way to make music? Now maybe, I mean, probably, I guess if your planet has an atmosphere, air, or whatever the gas that makes up the air probably works similarly to here on Earth, which means probably can produce vibrations in it and use the air to make organ-y type music, I guess. But I don't know. Seems a little fishy to me. Yeah, I definitely don't want to be spoiled at this point, but we can discuss theory. We can theory craft. I mean, maybe some ninjutsu. Have you finished the game? I guess maybe. That small sliffly. Holy crap! I'm still working on my first echo key. Oh no! Iron Man dies at the end of this game? Dang. That is unfortunate. Alright, you know what? I don't think anything in this room is worth all the gambling that I feel like I'm gonna have to do. I think I'm just gonna move along. As I like to say, and as the All-American Rejects, I believe, once said, move along like I know you do. Even when your hope is gone. Hello, who are you? You're a special boy. You're my special little prince, aren't you? Oh, donkey. You're my special little prince. missiles at you then, eh? Make me heal myself with my bullets, eh? Ouch. Come on, Dash. Come on, Dash. Oh, miss. So this dude is, he's something. Dude, stop it, stop! Oh.
I need to keep going.
Oh man, I never had a batch of parasites and weapons that I liked more than on that run.
This ancient ship echoes these words across centuries.
Man, that's frustrating. Dude was aggressive.
And consequence may somehow have reversed. The cycle has been extended, but it is still eternal. Infinite torment. The planet hides secrets, as does the astronaut. My house, myself.
Yeah, slowing me down the whole time.
I will rip out every one of them, wailing from a dark wound.
Oh goodness. She said something about snapping people wailing from a dark wound. That's pretty dark. Now we gotta find our way back down there somehow. My favorite weapon is definitely the carbines. There's really no substitute for a good assault rifle whenever there's enemies all around. Like being able to shoot a lot and shoot rounds that are powerful. There's really no substitute for it, in my opinion. Second favorite, I guess, has to be the Spitmaw blaster with the slug shot thing on it. What we got here? And this is my least favorite weapon. I don't even pick it up. No matter what, I will not pick that gun up. Whoa!
Get those hammers up.
Get them up!
There's a raid coming.
It's raid time. Raid coming in from me, Jessica. Welcome to the stream, me, Jessica. And raiders, thank you guys. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Guardian Broly, welcome to the stream. Shisuto, me, Jessica. Hello, 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 hello. I think my mods be sleeping. So, what were you up to? You were playing Franbo.
Welcome to Tank Town.
Whoa, Guardian Broly has followed. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. I am not playing Franbo. I am playing Returnal. I am playing Returnal. I recognize your username, me, Jessica. Where do I know you from? And please forgive me if it's something if I should have remembered. Had to stop because your stream broke, so I quickly raided you before everything died. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you for the raid. Time zones. From Acid Splashies. Okay, gotcha. Nice, 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 nice. Well, thank you so much for that raid. I am trying to play Returnal, trying to survive and not kill myself over and over and over again. Unfortunately, I just died. Yeah, when the stream crashes, sad things can happen. I understand the crash probbies. I just discovered last week that I had a bad stick of RAM that was causing a lot of problems for my PC. And so last week I finally learned that was a problem and replaced that stick of RAM, and life became much happier since I did that. Hey-ya! So I definitely understand the stream probies for sure. Yeah, bad RAM, no good. It was giving me some blue screen problems. Oi, 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 the wrong way. With them Uber lights. Fire! Oh, oh! Well, good thing that didn't actually hit you, even though it passed through you. Whatever. Whatever, game. Whatever. Woo! Hey, my machine gun has the leech ability again, which is great. Great news. Gotta go. See you later. Alright, Ninjutsu. We'll see you later, buddy. Thanks for dropping by. You've been streaming for 6.5 hours. I was about to anyway, but still always unfortunate since I can't say my sincere goodbyes. Do love a sincere goodbye. A sincere goodbye is meaningful. I probably annoy the folks who watch me a good bit with how long it takes me to say goodbye. But I got so much gratitude. I gotta talk about all my gratitude before I shut things down. Bye 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 bye. Which way am I headed? This way. Yeet! Alright, luckily, at least I still have my assault rifle that heals me. This is wonderful news. It was a thing I didn't want to lose the most earlier, so I got it back. But Fran Bow, I've seen one other person play Fran Bow before. Or I know of one other person who has played it, but I've never seen much of it. I hope you're having a good time. Well, I must host and ghost. Bedtime for me is 1:39 a.m. I feel that. I feel that. Thank you so much for the raid, me Jessica, and I will see you some other time. I hope that you have a wonderful sleep, and again, I really do thank you for the raid and for sending your community this direction. Oh boy. Did you say Shrek is 20 years old, Wonder Boy? This cannot be. This simply cannot be. I hate this guy. Oh my gosh, there's another raid happening? Don't raid me, I'm not good at video games. Or I'm not good at this one. Or many others. Oh gosh, hold on, let me look, let me check out, there's, what, a double raid. Ooh, Icicle Edge is raiding with a party of 7. Thank you so much for raiding. You feel so freaking old, I know. Shrek being 20 years old is absurd. That is craziness. Why would that be the case? No, I gotta keep my leash rounds. You're not good at this one either. Is this what you were playing? Here, let me get you a shout out. Sorry. Icicle Edge is raided. Thank you so much. How you spell your name? There we go. You were playing Returnal. Neko Tinshi or Nico Tinshi. Welcome in, guys. Thank you so much for the raid. I really do appreciate it. I am playing some Returnal, trying to have a good time, but also the game keeps killing me, so that makes me have a bad time. So it's certainly a mixed bag. It is a mixed bag indeed. But we beat the first 3 bosses, and now we're here trying to make our way through, I guess, another stack of bad guys. I haven't the foggiest clue as to how I would rise up there. So we'll just move along. we'll just move along. But yeah, welcome to the stream. My name's Tank, or Keith, whatever you prefer. I tend to play single-player adventure-type games, but sometimes I'll get into some multiplayer stuff like Apex Legends. But I beat a boss. Should I be able to go inside? Nope. Nope. I wish I could, but I can't.
Welcome to Tank Town.
Welcome to Tank Town, my friend. Thank you so much for following. Thank you so much for that follow. I really appreciate it. We are getting ever closer to the coveted 800 follower mark. It's insanity. Truly it is. And I am grateful for all of you who decided, you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing some more of that goofy fellow. I wouldn't mind seeing just a little bit more of that fellow with the beard and mustache that would leave a little bit to be desired. How long have I been streaming? Today or in general? You did. In general? Oh, so I started streaming in February of 2019, so about 2.5 years. We just had our February, or a 2-year marathon stream in February to celebrate the 2nd year of streaming. I don't have to kill these guys, I really don't. But I feel compelled, there we go. Alright, Soul Creek, we'll see you later, buddy. Have a good one.
The music.
Adios.
Calling me upwards. That melody. Always that melody.
So yeah, 2 years. It's been a lot of,
Do it after all this time.
I mean, of course I haven't, like,
The music is
made
gone.
it, or whatever.
I want to record this while I
But
feel
the channel has been growing faster
now
than
that
it
the
did that
music
first
is gone.
year and a half or
I feel an
so.
ancient pulse at the center of the world. The hive mind discovered something in those depths. Whatever they found might
It's
be
been a cool
trapping
thing.
me in the
It's been a
cycle.
cool thing, but a lot of hard work to
I
this
must go
point.
deeper. The truth is waiting for me there.
A lot of waking up early.
If what she says, if what I say is true, that could be my way out of the cycle.
Way out. So we beat that boss. We can skip it. Exactly. No, I'm extremely grateful. That's what I'm saying too. Is that it's been a lot of hard work, but I am extremely grateful for the support people have shown over the last now year or so. Because I think in June of last year, I was sitting at, or in May of last year, I was sitting at like 160 followers. And things have just really kind of, by comparison, blown up since then. What's up, Big Juicy? What's up? What's up? Yeah, but it's the dream, man. I like entertaining folks, giving people something to watch and place to come and feel like you're hanging out with friends and watch video games, etc., etc. I'm passionate for the platform. I'm passionate for video games. I'm all about it. You're playing Forager. Nice. Forager is like that. What is Forager? Well, I appreciate that, Shizuto. Thank you. That's a nice thing to say. I'm unlocking this door. Oh boy. Dash disabled. What's this? New item? I know, I've seen it. I just know it was made by somebody you wouldn't expect to make a game. For some reason, I don't know who made that. That's why I guess that's what I'm thinking. What we got? What's this? Can I punch stuff now? Yay, I can withstand hazardous areas. Yeah, look at that, chat. Look at that. Yes. This is good news. This is a blessing from on high. A blessing from on high indeed. We have been blessed by the gods. We have been blessed by the severed. Dang it. We are so blessed. Give me that big juicy. Pulsating mass. Yeah. Attaching or detaching parasites increases my total integrity. Yes, please. Don't mind if I do. Survive a killing blow. Detaches afterwards. Triggers a critical malfunction on detach. I don't want that one because I already have the astronaut thing. That's the only reason I'm not taking that. Now if I die in here, I'll take it. And I probably will. Oh my gosh. Hey, there he is. Same guy. Wow, miss all your shots, Keith. Good job. Proud of you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ouch. Ouch. Dang, just shot right in the face. Sorry, Netflix has a new show coming out that's based on a DC comic that will be called Sweet Tooth. It looks quite interesting. What kind of comic is Sweet Tooth? The only Sweet Tooth I know is the guy from Twisted Metal. The game. What's up, cold boy? Alright. Whoa, what the fudge? Are you crazy right now? You're supposed to be dead. Screw you. Wow, and it's not over yet! Sorry, Chad, I don't mean to not pay attention to you. I'm trying to not die here and run into some missiles. Phew! Whoo-wee! What time is it for you? It's almost 6 a.m. here. It is that time for me as well, my friend. I start my streams in the morning at 4 a.m. Oh boy, there's more. This is not good news. This is not good news. I will certainly die here. And a miss. Great. Oh, okay, at least they're not as tough as the other one, I guess. What does this thing do? God. Oh! Alright, there's the astronaut thing that saved our lives. For what, though? Big fat waste. Screw you, dude. Screw you and the horse you rode in on. What are you supposed to do, dude? Oh! This makes me want to not finish this game. Ugh.
How did I keep going before?
I may not see credits on this game. I'm getting kind of tired. I'm getting kind of tired. I mean, I can't blame the game. It's just I gotta be better at it, and I didn't have, you know, very good equipment, I guess. But getting into it over and over and over again. I don't know how much more I got left in me, brothers and sisters. Would love to finish it, but what's in the box? No, thanks. No, thank you. Still can't go in there. Unless... Nope. Definitely can't go in there. gosh. I'll take it. I'll take it. How much for you? I guess I don't really hate this gun, so. That'll do. What do we have here? No thanks. This way. This game just makes me tired, man. It makes me tired. It's fatiguing, running around, dodging all the time. Hey, thanks for adding to the boost this stream goal. I say it every time. I'm not sure if it does much of anything, but if you guys want to spend your points there, you're welcome to do so. So this shotgun does not seem to be messing around. It don't be messing. What's on the other side of this? Nothing good. Tell me something good. It's a shield vial. I'll take it. I'll take a shield vial any day of the week. No thanks. No thanks. That will do. That will do. He did. You burnt. You burnt. Ooh. But I do appreciate any of you guys sticking around from the raids and stuff today. 2 raids like that are unprecedented. I appreciate any of you who stick around to lurk or watch or whatever. I wish I could offer you some more progress making gameplay, but you can't always get what you want in that regard. Or I can't always get what I want in that regard. Unfortunate like. How to get up there? You saying that just makes me think of that'll do donkey. Yeah, especially since that'll do donkey. That'll do. So water is not a hazardous area, it's different. I still can't go in water. Of course not. Why would I be able to go in water? That would be silly, wouldn't it? If I were to be allowed to go in water. How dare I be allowed to go in water? I don't really know how to work that thing. Chat, I do not want to go to work today. I don't have too many days left to go to work, but still don't want to do it today. Statue, go down! What we got? Leeching nano swarm? I'll take it. I'll take a leeching nano swarm. Boo! Blow it all up. I'ma blow it all up. Make everything a go a boom boom. Pew. You done been pew-pewed, boo-boo. No secrets. Down the hole we go. When do I have to go to work? I get off the stream at 7. I stopped streaming at 7, and I recently decided to quit my job based on a few different things. Some savings that my wife and I have, or that we have saved up, as well as my wife is a lawyer, and she's finally at a point where she's making good, decent enough money and stuff, and I helped her get through law school and things financially when we got married, and she has become willing to to help me try to pursue my dream of doing this. And so I went ahead and said, you know what, I'm quitting the day job. Dang, that was a mistake. Said I'm quitting the day job and I'm gonna do Twitch and streaming and content stuff. So I only have a few days left. I'm working part-time. I usually go in most mornings during the week. I didn't have work yesterday morning. Sorry, I'm thinking my beard. What? Oh, no. I don't, no. I don't want to go here. Stop it. Crap, I don't want to go in there. I'm going to get killed. Crap. Well, it was good knowing you, chat. It was good knowing you. Shall we gamble? Nope. Still don't want to gamble. Still don't want to gamble, just in case. Oh man, it's the same room we've been in the whole time. It's the same bloody situation we were in. Luckily this, oh wow, great. Ooh! Ooh-wee! Yeah, we're in the exact same situation. It's the same. Don't you kamikaze me. So anyway, I typically stream from 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. on weekday mornings, and then usually from about 1:30 to 5 on weekday afternoons. So at 7 I gotta get off and go feed my dogs and get ready, or take a shower, get ready for the work day. I have to go into the office. Crap. Wait, there's another one? Crap. You're supposed to be dead. Dude, that freaking hit is insanity. That hit jacks you right up. Wait, did I win? Holy crap, I won. Holy crap. I beat him. New gun, Dreadbound. Whoa, okay. So when it hits something, it comes back. Hey, hey, hey! When the bullet hits something, it comes back. So as long as you hit it, something, it comes back.
Key for the vault.
Okay.
Will I unleash the Titans? desert of severed thoughts. I follow their footsteps back to the wheelchair. Once I climb the mountaintop hoping to ascend, soon I will sink in dark waters, transcending as all light is smothered. What wonders I soon will see in that emptiness.
What is this, a needler from Halo, chat? What, we got a frickin' needler? Chat, don't grow a beard. Sometimes it can be uncomfortable. Question is... Whoa! I can do a resurrect thingy? Heck yeah. Heck yeah, baby! Let's just skip this part. Alright, that's powered up. Just need a few more Ababa lights. So because we can resurrect, we're just gonna gamble. Ejected from Olympus, rose, I left, astronaut always following. Astronaut always following. So the closer you get... Huh. Now this is an interesting gun. This I'm far more into. I can shoot as long as I need to, as long as I'm close. Which I'm very... Ooh, man. What a thing. What a juicy little weapon. Very, very interesting, chat. You know, it's not a long-range device, which is fine. Not everything can be long-range. The only problem is that if there's a boss that has any range, this is going to be bad news for that. Oh, hello. But it stuns the crap out of these guys. Incoming! Didn't mean to alt fire on you. But even still, you know, even at range, it does pretty decent damage. Chat, we might have found a new favorite weapon. What do you know? What do you know? Any chance you're gonna let me get up there? Oh man. But that's got leech rounds, sorry. Oh yeah, ooh, yep. Now this is a gun. As well. Are you a villain? Oh. Don't freeze my legs. Hiya! hear the sound of enemies coming into existence. Yeah. Alright, you can't dodge through purple. I should have remembered that. I assume with leech rounds, every round has a probability to return health to me. The fact that there's like 150 rounds in each clip of this gun, I believe means that there is a higher probability that I will have bullets returned to me. This is good news. Just to bring you up to date. This is very, very good news. See what's behind door number 1 down here. Oh, hello. Okay. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, dead. Back to the beginning. Not to the beginning, luckily. Can't say I'm surprised by that. Now I can do this. This looks like what you wish Destiny was. Looks wise or gameplay wise or what? This one isn't a looter shooter or anything like that, but of course you get loot, but you lose it all by the end. Oh, I can't. Forgot I can't dash. I'm good. This looks like an area you've been in while playing Destiny. It does, yeah, it does have those kind of vibes to it for sure. That I'm with you on. Wait, why am I not? Hold on. All I have to do is teleport myself. Alright, so you do have to go back through there. Are you winning, son? If Destiny was third person, you'd probably still play it. I gotcha. Yeah, honestly, one of the things about Destiny that's so cool is like all the armor and all the stuff that you want to unlock for your character, but then it's third person, so you know, you don't really get to experience all that. So I get you there. But also, good morning, K-Fox. Good morning, ARC. I'm not winning. I'm really not winning. Unfortunately. I wish it was, but I ain't. Already burnt my key. Is this the way? I like third person over first person. You get to see how attractive your character is. Oh, and I like seeing clothing and hair effects as I move around. I agree. I'm with you on that. Oh boy. It's this guy. Oh, okay. Apparently I made some sort of tentacle monster for him to step in. Oh, great. Alright. Bad news. Whew. I'm getting tired, but I'm gonna stay lurking. Sounds like a plan, Shizuto. Thank you so much for following earlier. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Whew. That was a wild ride, chat. That fighting that guy was a wild, wild ride. The only problem is that we got 35 more minutes, so we might be okay. Give me that key. Whew. That one got me tense, sons and daughters. That one got me real tense. Holy crap, you really teleport very far away to get to that one. It is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to play. I will say a couple of my endings of runs have been a little bit frustrating, but it's not the game's fault. It's just I gotta get good. But whew. But the fortunate thing about this game, unlike many other roguelites I've played, is that I find that I do still want to keep playing after my run is over. Oh, mistake. Oh my gosh. Well, that's a good way to just kill your morale immediately. If the game did a better job, I'd be winning more. Now that's an interesting point of view, ARC. I like the sound of it. I don't know if it's true, but I like the sound of it. No lasers, please. Stop with the lasers. Strafe is the name of the game, chat. Strafe is the name of the game. Strafe until you chafe, my granddad always said. Strafe until you chafe. He would say, grandson, when the aliens come, you're gonna have to strafe, and at times it's gonna hurt. Your thighs are gonna get rough and raw, but you gotta strafe until you chafe.
Whatever caused the cycle might be searching for me.
And I've taken that with me my whole life.
Visions and headaches that fracture into future events I've already experienced. I must ignore them and find the means to go deeper into the world.
Deeper. We must go deeper, chat. We must find a way to go deeper. Deeper, deeper, jeepers, creepers. Have the baddies walk into your gunshots. Have the bullets always miss you. That's how I design a game. That way you never lose. Oop, unfortunately, I don't have enough money for that. Because I'm poor. I'm poor. You can't really get frustrated with the game. But sometimes it's just like, man, why'd you guys make that enemy so hard? Why'd you make him so hard? Why is he so hard, chat? Why does that man have to be so hard? Why can't he be soft and not so scary? Hey, open up. There we go. Still don't have enough. That would have been really nice. That way it feels worse when you lose, and I want my player base to feel bad when playing the game. ARC. Now you're starting to get it. There's a game dev in you yet. Make the player feel bad when they play the game. That's a lot of times that's how I feel about Apex when I play that. Sometimes I just feel bad. I feel like I lack value. Oh, is it worth the gamble? I don't think it's going to be worth the gamble because I don't have any money. So let's just move on. Shame you don't have a shred of coding knowledge. Me neither. That's the reason I can't make video games. Oh my god. Hello. Hello. Oh gosh. Oh golly gee. Oh no. Oh no. There are bullets everywhere. What am I gonna do with them? I am truly in bullet hell now. Welcome to bullet hell. Population me. Walk into my creature. Oh, that's true. It's never too late to put new. Yeah, that. Dang it. Okay. Oh, I did get him. You got a parasite on you, big boy. That didn't kill you, dude? Freaking, I'll trade melees with you. You jagaloon. Ha ha ha. I feel it's too late to put anything new into me since things rarely stick. The old dog new tricks conundrum, eh? Sometimes it be that way. No lasers. Cease your lasering. That parasite is so strange. It's the first time I've ever seen that as an alt fire. But I do like it. Damage siphon, apex sphere. happening? You keep meaning to learn Unity or Blender? Oh man, I don't have the ideas to put into practice. So like, if I had a really good idea, and maybe I'd want to try to make a game, but the fact that those things are so hard to learn, at least it seems like they would be, and the fact that I don't have many great ideas means I don't find the idea of making a game too interesting for me. But Dreadbound. Oh, I can't give it up. I can't give up the leech rounds. I can't give it up, Chad. I'm a little Nancy boy. I'm sorry, but I can't give it up. Can't give it up. We've been here before. Been here before. Alright. I'm done in here in this museum. I'm done. Let's move along. Learning sprite animation and such. That'd be cool. So from what I hear from Opance, is a game dev and works for, making video games. What he said is that most people get hired like with a specialty. Like there aren't many generalists getting hired. Like hello, hey there, Naughty Dog. I'd like to make video games, and I know how to make video games. They're usually probably looking for someone who's good at a thing, so you might be more likely to get hired in the industry if you just do focus on something more pinpointed, you know?
When will it break through the surface? I will wait as long as eternity to reach it.
Will you now? Fabricator. I don't have enough for the fabricator. Mashed potatoes on my fabricator. Sound design. Yeah. What will you give me? Still not enough. It's not enough for anything. Unfortunately, I'm not talented in any of those areas. I'm merely a silly boy who plays his video games. Oh, big monkey mama! Look at him. Look at that boy. Look at that boy. Look at how he do. Look at that boy. Look at how he do. Look at that boy. Say, look at how he do. Big baby boy, I'm gonna shoot you, and you did. My dog's barking. Come on up here, buddy. It's okay. Nobody's out there. We have new neighbors moving in next to us. Our neighbor sold his house, and we have new neighbors moving in, and they're 3 young college kids. So that's cool. Hey, we got the third key. Look at that.
It's done. The way is open.
Look at us doing things.
But I may have caused the gods to abandon me.
The only problem is get them to invite me to their hype parties. I don't want that. This I do not need. Blade balancer. I got nothing really available to me there. Shoot. Well, chat, we're gonna be boss fighting here. I need a good keg stand really clears the mind. But you like neither beer nor pong? So you hope that by combining them you might find something to enjoy? Hey, what's this?
Technology from the gods.
But like, for the longest time, I would look at college kids and be like, I'm like them.
The burden.
You know, in age and stuff like that. But then I saw these guys moving in and I'm like, those are freaking children. Those are infants moving in next to us. You just like the red. The only thing about beer pong I like is the red cups.
This allows me to go deeper.
Deeper. Deeper, deeper, jeepers, creepers. Now finally we can go in some water. Boy, it is. Underwater areas, great. My suit can now withstand underwater areas. Great news.
Water's suffocating embrace. It welcomes me into its arms.
It welcomes me. Whoa. Shoot, Bo, back in the day it seemed like he just existed upside down on a keg. It was as if he was just a yard decoration, like a fountain that only consumed enormous amounts of aged, barreled alcohol. That was me. It surely was. That was me. So it looks like I'm in a new biome, Chad. I'm in an underwater biome.
I recognize all of this. And so I know what awaits at the bottom.
Gravity's different. Gravity's different. Dude, I will not be taking that rock gland lobber. I won't do it. And I won't be... Nope. Will not be using my, or losing my dash cooldown either. Sorry. Sorry, Charlies.
When I shut my eyelids, there are scarlet lights staring back. I dive deeper now. But what if I find nothing waiting there?
This is
What if
crazy.
the pit continues downwards, never ending, and what remains is a return to Helios?
Oh!
Another end, another beginning, and my home in the cycle.
It's a squid Thulu monster. Some people came to think that his circulatory system had adapted to pumping blood while he stayed inverted for hours at a time. This is the legend of Keef. This is my legend. This is the stories that they'll tell at my funeral. The story of my 18-hour keg stand that only stopped because the ambulance was called to save me. But there wasn't nothing wrong with me. Whoa, alright. mistakes. I've never done a keg stand ARC. It's all a joke. One drink is enough to make you feel like throwing up a little. Honestly, you might not believe it to see the size of my body, but like I've never really been much of a drinker of the Kohals, so I'm a bit of a lightweight myself. Like, it doesn't take much for me to feel like I've consumed some alcohol. I start to feel like a little bit of a pinch behind me eyeballs, and I'm like, alright, that's enough. Enough of this bitter liquid. Back to the depths with you. At least the biomes continue to be interesting, you know? Wonder Boy is a falser. Everybody do be different though. Oh man, I just very slowly ran right into that thing. Get out of my head, Steve! We did it! That's the end of the game. Two of 20. Okay, this area is large. I think I'm good. Mr. Returnal, I tried all day but couldn't best the fourth boss. This game is hard. Oh boy. Oh boy, what's the fourth boss? Is that... Am I past that? Technically, yes, I think. I think we beat the fourth boss this morning. Etha? The tree guy, okay. So yeah, we got the tree guy today. We were able to get the guy playing the music, right? That's what you're talking about? Oh boy.
Terminal escape. I descend the final step of the cycle to the fractured sanctum. My shadow follows. Will it sacrifice itself?
Yeah, maybe next weekend you'll get it. You'll get it, dude. No worries, no frets. You got this. You got this. Oh boy. The only reason I was able to, I think, fairly easily beat the tree boss earlier, was because I had the assault rifle that gives me health back. I had an assault rifle that gives me health back whenever I shoot stuff, and it really saved my life. Gaming Cannon, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Once you beat the 4th boss, you sail through the rest of the game. It seems, well, I just finished the ice area, and it feels pretty, I don't know, everything since then, like, everything in the water hasn't been too bad yet. Also, I'm currently looking at my viewer number. It looks like there are 32 people here, based on Streamlabs or whatever, so thank you all very much for hanging out with me this morning. We're definitely approaching the end of the stream. I might can go a little bit extra if we need to. I'm gonna be super bummed if we can't at least find the boss before the end of this stream. Hey! Thank you for following KOJ Killa. Kaj Killa? Koji Killa. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Thanks for following. But really unprecedented viewer numbers this morning. Very, like I said, very grateful. Very grateful for that. Who's left to shoot? Have a light siphon. I'm gonna head out now. Take care, Tank. Enjoy the pew-pewing. I will enjoy the pew-pewing, my friend. I will do it. I've only got a little bit of time left to stream myself, so I don't know how I'm managing this biome with such low health. Is this low health? This is like one of the highest amounts of health I've had. Oops. And again, I have the, like I said, this assault rifle that heals while I shoot. It's a godsend. It is truly a godsend. Now all I have to do is remember that I have those items. A teleporter. Looks like this teleporter is maybe the way to go. Or not. You got here a 300% health and 50% protection? Oh boy. Well, no wonder you were sailing. That's not bad. Ooh, increased protection. I'll take it. Ooh, my back. That gamer posture getting me. 300% health. I am low-key good at games. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. Honestly, when it comes to like video game skill, I have really no way to judge. Like, am I decent? Am I like good at video games, or am I below average? Surely I'm average. Am I above average? I don't know. I don't know how one judges that. We must enact the video game trials to judge everyone's prowess at VG games. And then everyone will be assigned a value based on their video game prowess. And based on their value, they will be given rations. Only the strong survive! You're saying I'm above average when I'm paying attention. That is a funny caveat, but that's absolutely true. You used to be good at shooters and you got old. Man, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting old every day. Obviously I am. But even 2 years ago when I started streaming, like, I didn't say ouch my back so much, but now I say it a lot more. Oh boy. We gotta go deeper. So my assumption is the only way to go up would be to go down. Chat, this is gonna make me mad. I don't want to stop this run. I knew it. I knew the save thing was gonna burn me eventually. I don't want to quit this run. But I also have to go to work. Ouch. My adrenaline, no! Thermogenic launcher? No, dude, I gotta keep that. I gotta keep that carbine. I know it's 5 levels up. I can't, man. I can't. I can't give up on my machine gun. Get out of here, you snake boy. Being an adult sucks. It does, Koji Killa. God, it sucks. It really does. When you're a kid, you're like, I just want to grow up so bad. No, you don't. No, you don't. How would you? If you got, well, I mean, if you got good parents that take care of you well and you have a good life, don't grow up. Stay young. Stay young. Who needs adult life? I don't want to pay bills. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to have to like keep hounding this person that I need to come fix a thing on the roof of my house. I don't have to worry about health insurance now that I'm quitting my job. It was a trap, dude. It was a trap. Why didn't nobody tell us that it was a trap? Hurry! You wound me. Dude, that damage siphon works for a long time. That's really nice. And I've got 2 of those. I should have used that a long time ago. But I'm glad I didn't. You wish you could be Hikomori? What's Hikomori? Thou hath heeded the proverb of Akbar. It's a trap! Listen carefully to the words of Akbar. Dudes, I want to do this. I really do. But I can't stay that long. If I fight this boss, if I find the boss and if I fight it, it's gotta be it for me. Your Lord and Savior. Who is Hikomori? Oh, it's a Japanese word for a shut-in? Gotcha. Dude. This might be it. This might be the one. I'm gonna try to switch it up. I'm gonna try to switch it up. Gotcha. You wanted to be a shut-in. But bills. The bills always get in the way, don't they?
So far down.
Akbar, our Lord and Savior.
To see the sun.
Whoa, this is the place. This is it. This is a thing. New gun? What are you? Pyro shell cast? Let's try it. Hello. You're just a mini boss. Ow! Why am I not hurting you? Whoa, big boy boom. Ouch. I'm finding it difficult to escape those attacks. Oh, yep, very difficult. Yep, it's over. It's over. That's rough. That's real rough. Dang. Gaming Canon, you're correct. That mini boss is evil.
Keep going.
Dang. GG's. Appreciate it. That's all she wrote for me, guys. That's all she wrote for me. He slaps hard. Getting away from those slaps too was something. Yeah, I'm glad you could catch me for a bit too, Mr. Zerno. I am. Let's enter rest mode. I do not know what I'm going to be playing this afternoon. I don't know. I'm planning to get home in time to stream. I should have plenty of time to stream this afternoon. But it won't be Returnal this afternoon. What's up, Scarmez? How you doing, dog? You're catching me right here at the end of the stream. Right here at the end. Oh, thank you so much for following Gaming Canon. I appreciate it, my friend. I appreciate it. Let's go find someone to raid real quick with these 35 people. Crazy talk. Crazy talk. Ooh, man. Lovely is playing Animal Crossing. Mr. Soul Creek is playing Portal 2. I like Portal 2. You can never catch a full stream. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'll miss you too, K-Fox. You're not going away forever, are you? We raid Mr. Soul Creek a lot. He's a great guy. Just finished up a playthrough of Twilight Princess, and now he's starting Portal 2. Portal 2 is a great game. I hope you'll enjoy it. If you guys would please say something nice to Mr. Soul Creek on the way in. If you want to do a little raid call, I have one. I'm not really too pushy on it, but for people who are subs, you can use the one. Non-subs, you can use the other one. If you want, say some nice things to old Mr. Soul Creek. Thank you guys so much for watching me play Returnal. Big thanks to Gaming Canon, Koji Killa, Shizuto for following, Guardian Broly for following, as well as to me, Jessica, Icicle Edge, and Icicle Edge for the raids. Yes, I'm so glad. I really do appreciate that, Wonderboy. You know I appreciate you, man. You and your friendship very much. But it was fun. Looking forward to playing more of the game in the morning. We should be doing more Returnal at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then I should be back this afternoon as well with some more games. So, Koji Killa, I'm going to keep killing it. You keep killing it. Let's go hang out with Mr. Soul Creek. And, you know, if anybody wants to add any more Tank Media games to their repertoire, check the Discord. Other links as well. If you want to check out the YouTube videos, I've got some funny videos on there, some music videos, one in particular about Samurai Booty. All these advertisements because so many people. But please remember that I love you all very much. Bye-bye.